let me ask one thing, and I'd love to have Tulsi. Just help me understand. So his business empire has been taken away from him. He's facing
because he broke the law.
Can I finish my thought? He's facing 700 years in federal prison. He's been shot once with multiple assassination attempts. Why keep running for president if he doesn't love the country?
Because 100 years from now in a history textbook, it's going to say Donald Trump's name, and that's what motivates narcissists.
Okay, you want to chime in? Oh. Okay. Look, I will say this. I hope you do some research because
I've done my research. You need to do your research.
You clearly have it, man.
Look, I will say this as kindly as I can. One day I hope you open your eyes because you've been significantly brainwashed on this topic. And
what's up, YouTube? Hope you guys are feeling good. Today, guys, we're back here with a new video. Today, we're going to be checking out Charlie Kirk. Smug college students get humbled by Charlie Kirk. I call him Charlie Kick because of kicking us. Let's get right to today's video.
Good afternoon. Thank you for your service, Miss Gabbard, for anything. I just have one question related to the election for you. How can you endorse someone who lost the last election fair and square? There's no evidence.
The crowd do not agree with you.
Let him finish, guys.
Republican secretaries of state claimed it was fair. Trump tried to leverage the Georgia Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger. He said to find me 11,700 votes. He has no respect for losing in our system. And what happened on January 6th happened on January 6th. A disaster. Our capital got stormed for the first time since 1812. You people claim to love America. Like, how does that not fire you up?
You're brainwashed.
All right, so let's...
It's
a fair question. So let's talk through a couple elements of this. First, do you think the CIA should involve itself in American elections?
No.
Okay, so it did in 2020.
Show me proof.
Okay, well, Tulsi Gabbard knows this. She could tell you 50 intel officials colluded, led by Tony Blinken, due to declassified emails, signing an open letter calling the Hunter Biden laptop
so
Russian.
Why weren't any of the lawsuits
let me
successful?
finish. I did not. Hold on.
He raised plenty of them.
Hold on a second. I didn't interrupt you, right? So let me finish. 50 intel officials, current and former, signed a letter that was used to censor on social media the fact that there is a laptop owned by Hunter Biden that showed very suspicious and criminal activity by both Hunter and Joe Biden. According to the Media Research Center, 1 out of 4 voters in swing states would have changed their vote if they would have known about the Hunter Biden
That's
laptop.
An utter ridiculous statement to make.
I just cited it.
He lost by 7 million votes.
Well, hold on. No. He lost by
42,000
votes across 3 states. Hold on, pal. How much did he lose Arizona by?
Okay.
No. Hold on. How much did he lose this state by?
It's not about the final score. It's a winner and a loser.
No,
he lost.
No,
that's how our system works.
We have an electoral college system.
Yeah.
So
who got the electoral votes?
No, of course Biden did. But what was the margin in Arizona?
I don't know.
It was 10,000 votes.
Not in the back of my head.
Yeah. So how much in Georgia?
It was 11,700. That's what he told Raffensperger to find
And
them.
in Wisconsin, it was
a Republican
who
denounces them.
And in Wisconsin, it was 21,000, right? So it was actually 42,000, not 7 million. So when you're talking about the CIA and the Department of Justice signing a letter that was then used to, I did not have my Twitter account for 30 days. We were not allowed to mention the Hunter Biden laptop.
Because you violated a private company's privacy.
Well, no, actually I didn't.
Guidelines.
It's actually
yes, you did.
No, because of the Twitter files thanks to Elon Musk, we now know the FBI told Twitter to say you are not allowed to mention the Hunter Biden laptop. Am I correct in this, Tulsi?
That's correct.
And
so you don't trust the FBI at all?
Well,
People who
not
have
at all.
devoted their life to civil service.
That's a red herring. I'm saying in that instance, Yoel Roth, do you know who Yoel Roth was?
I don't know who
Yoel Roth was the head of security, trust, and safety for Twitter that had what's called a standing room meeting every Tuesday with the Federal Bureau of Investigation in San Francisco, where they met about Russian threats to American interference of elections, and they said this laptop is not allowed to be discussed on your platform. That impacted our election. People made their decisions differently in 2020, not knowing the full picture that this laptop existed, and that was the October surprise. So you would agree that's not a fair election.
You think the laptop would have flipped the election for him?
Well, we're talking about 42,000 votes in 3 states, and I already cited a study that 1 in 4 swing voters would have changed
study? By who?
The Media Research
Clarence
Center.
Thomas's Winnebago buyer? Like, who
this guy's
funds
I just said by the independent, nonpartisan Media Research Center, where they said 1 out of 4 voters would have changed their opinion. So I just want to make sure we're clear, though. You agree our government should not interfere with our elections.
Well, they have to regulate them by nature. That's the states have to.
Well, no, hold on.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have an election because you need rules
I
and
said
a judge.
interfere. So should the federal government be able to restrict our speech during elections?
Well, when you have what happened in 2016 where Russian disinformation spreads all over Facebook and other platforms, then you have...
So wait,
it was not a lie.
Who is-
It was not a lie.
It-
Read the Mueller report. Another Republican.
you realize
respected.
the Mueller report found that there was no tangible collusion between Donald Trump or the Russian Federation.
It wasn't about, but
hold
it
on,
wasn't just a collusion thing. It's
I-
a 430-page report.
I
He
want to
talks
try to
about-
find common ground here, okay? I want to try to find common ground. Can we agree that 2020 was decided by very few votes?
No, because it wasn't.
Well, 42,000 votes is very few, right?
No.
So what is the percentage of 42,000?
It's not about George Bush and Al Gore were as close as ever in 2000. Al Gore conceded, said, you know what, I lost. There might be a challenge.
Hold on, but
because he cared about the good of the country.
You know, Al Gore brought it all the way up to the Supreme Court, man, and he said that Bush was not the duly elected president.
And he could have gone further because
how do you go further than the Supreme Court?
The Supreme Court sent it back to judgment in the Florida State Supreme Court again, and Gore said, no, I'm not doing that. Just move on. Bush is the president. For the good of the country. Because people used to care about our country.
No, and of course, so are you trying to imply Trump doesn't care about the country?
Yes, that's absolutely what I'm implying. You think he sits in his gold room in Trump Tower and thinks, oh, how can I make things better for everyday Joe?
So let me ask one thing, and I'd love to have Tulsi. Just help me understand. So his business empire has been taken away from him. He's facing
because he broke the law.
Can I finish my thought? He's facing 700 years in federal prison. He's been shot once with multiple assassination attempts. Why keep running for president if he doesn't love the country?
Because 100 years from now in a history textbook, it's going to say Donald Trump's name, and that's what motivates narcissists.
This guy's crazy.
Okay.
Look, I will say this. I hope you do some research because
I've done my research. You need to do your research.
Shit.
Look, I will say this as kindly as I can. One day I hope you open your eyes because you've been significantly brainwashed on this topic. And I guess the final question I'll ask is this. If Donald Trump wins in 3 weeks, will you accept that as a legitimate result?
Yes.
Okay, I'll hold you to that.
That's the difference between me and you.
Okay, did Trump win in 2016?
Yes.
But you said that Russian interfered.
Russian interference had a role in the election, but Trump won fair and square. He had more votes and more. And notice how Hillary supporters didn't storm the Capitol.
Well, no, hold on. Hillary never conceded.
Yes, she did.
No, hold on.
She had a concession speech the day after the election. I watched it in middle school.
Hillary Clinton said Donald Trump was not the legitimate president of the United States.
That's one milked clip that is played all over the internet. Yeah, she had a concession speech. When's the Trump concession speech in 2020? Show it to me.
Let me ask one more question. Are you voting for Kamala Harris?
Yes, I am, proudly.
What's her greatest accomplishment?
Her greatest accomplishment?
Nothing.
I would say that she's going to legalize marijuana federally, something that's been overdue by 100 years.
This guy's crazy.
Thank you.
She said it.
The funny thing, this guy, he's totally brainwashed. Like, the full definition of when someone is brainwashed is who this guy is. He's confused plus brainwashed. Because Kamala Harris, you are voting they need to up the voting era. They need to up it up. Like, because these teenagers or young youths who are casting their votes without any significant reasons, like you know nothing, no achievement of the person that you think you are voting for. There's no reason, because you just hate Trump. You just want to vote for Kamala Harris. Like, what have she done that you are proud of? What is her achievement so far, being the VP, that you be like, wow, this woman did this, I want to vote for her? Is it the border that is literally opened? Or is it the war that's happening in Ukraine and Russia? What have she done that you be like, wow, this woman really did something incredible? She jailed people for marijuana and you want to vote her in. And you feel like she's going to legalize it. You are being brainwashed totally. And you are just complying by her words. She first said she's going to control the border when she's being voted as a VP, and so forth and so forth, blah, 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 blah. She's the VP and she did nothing. I don't know why people hate him so much. I don't know why the hate. I don't know why the anger. I don't know why that hatred is there. I don't know why. Like, the man have done you nothing wrong. And he's just for the betterment of America. Like, he's a diplomatic man. Donald Trump is a diplomatic man. What his interest is the betterment of America. There's no president that have been in the position that Donald Trump have ever been. The TV assassination attempt on his life in a year. It's crazy, guys. It's massive. He has been shot at once. Like, it's terrifying. If you ask me, if I'm the one in Donald Trump's shoe, I'll be terrified. But the man is still pushing forward because he feel like he can do something great and make America great again. And people who have been brainwashed and blindfolded, they have been blinded, that they're not seeing the truth right in front of them, that this man is a good man and all he wants is the betterment of America. That is what Donald Trump have been fighting for since. They shut down his business. That did not stop him. They tried assassinating him. That did not stop him. What else do you want to take from the man again? This student is, he's confused, he's brainwashed. He do not know his left from his right. The entire crowd is just against him. And he's feeling like he's saying something sensible. Whereas he's actually saying rubbish. Charlie Kirk was cool. Was trying to explain to the guy in the best way possible. But the student was being, let me use the word, rude and refusing to learn. I love how Charlie Kirk handled him maturely and simple and in a very respectful manner. But the student was talking over Charlie. He just don't want Charlie to say anything. He just wanted to just talk over him. This video was beautiful. Comment down below what you think about this video. Give us a thumbs up, share this video as many as can, subscribe to our channel, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you stay safe.